Hey guys, what's up? Noxfox here with some more Clash Royale, and I was just messing around with some stuff. I'm still playing with that deck that I just posted recently, except I made one change to it, and I really like the change. I'm really excited about it, so I wanted to go ahead and share that, and then of course share some matches. But all I did was, it's still the same deck. I just took the Goblin Barrel out and put Freeze in, this one right here, and it's made such a huge difference. Oh, I love the style so much more. The Goblin Barrel would be kind of useful for kind of getting pressure on both lanes, but a lot of times it just got shut down. It's not that hard to shut down. But this freeze spell, oh my goodness, it works so well with the push, with pushing the P.E.K.K.A and the Wizard. It seems really hard to stop. I myself would not want to have to deal with this, which I don't know, kind of makes me a little cautious to share it, because then it might be a little more prevalent. But my goodness, it is nasty, and I want to show you guys. So let's jump right into some games. It's been going really well so far. We'll just start right here. Yeah, it makes it not that hard to get 2 to 3 crowns. Not hard at all. But yeah, it's all basically the same, except now instead of like throwing the barrel whenever we think we can get some extra damage with it, we just use the freeze to just kind of help the push and kind of shut down their defense. Because a lot of times they're going to try to swarm the P.E.K.K.A, and it becomes kind of hard to counter, because if you shoot the arrows, you have to wait for them to get all the way there. And as you can see, you can use it with just these kind of pushes too, and just let the barbarians kind of tear up the tower. It's still going to do just fine on damage wise. You don't even need the P.E.K.K.A. Look at that. Very first push, we got down to 590. But anyways, yeah, so when you try to counter the swarms with the arrows, like no matter how on point you are, no matter how fast you are, you still got to wait for those arrows to get from you to the enemy, and in that time they're going to do some pretty decent damage to that P.E.K.K.A. But you drop the freeze spell, and it's just right away. It just shuts down everything, and typically you're going to have some pretty nice stuff with your P.E.K.K.A, which is going to just clean up everything you just froze, and then it becomes a very nasty push to stop. Oh yeah, and this guy, he kept dropping the balloons and the rage together, and the minions just clean it up, no problem. Don't have to worry about balloons. At least not with that setup. If you had like a wizard with it or something, it might be a different story. So yeah, we got the P.E.K.K.A going, we got the wizard right behind him. As long as one of them gets to the tower, we should be in pretty good shape. Boom, yeah, it goes down. No problem. Yeah, so yeah, the speed of the freeze, like how quickly the speed can... we had a total whiff with the freeze there, but whatever. But we're gonna be fine. Because we got the arrows. We got the arrows for backup. No prob. Yeah, so I've gotten into the habit of using the arrows for defense, like as you just saw, and then using the freeze for offense. Because like I said, like the arrows are much easier to use for defense, because you kind of see when the enemy's headed to you. You can lead them a bit. You have time for the arrows to get there and not take damage. But when you're being offensive, you need stuff to be quick. You need that freeze down immediately to shut down all that damage that your P.E.K.K.A would take otherwise. Oh, it's been working so good. I love it so much. So I had to make a video of it. So we got the looks like I'm going for a 3 crown here. I'm just going for the main tower, but I don't think it's going to work out. He's going to keep stopping it. As long as we can get... Okay, yeah. P.E.K.K.A's going over to the left, though, and they're going to destroy. Yeah, then you just freeze both the towers. We get the tower freeze, but unfortunately not the minions, but they're not going to do damage quick enough to stop it, and we're going to get the 2 crowns. And now we just got to wait 8 seconds, and we're good to go. We're golden. If he fireballs out of frustration, I guess. There it is. Oops. So, yep. Yeah, it's really nasty, and like I said, you don't even have to use it with the P.E.K.K.A. It's especially nasty when you have the P.E.K.K.A push, like this P.E.K.K.A wizard, and then freeze whatever they drop, and the wizard and P.E.K.K.A will just clean it up and then take tower most of the time. Let's go ahead and watch another video, or another match. Let's see, so he's got the... excuse me. About the... okay, I thought I was gonna sneeze. Alright, yeah, so he's running the extractor as well. Which, I'm always interested when I see, you know, the enemy also running extractor, because I expect some Usually you run it with some expensive decks. I have seen people run it with less like expensive decks just because. So he throws out the Prince. It's not gonna really stop what we got going. We throw down some minions right there in the middle because I know they can go for the extractor because he put it out forward for some reason. And so right before the P.E.K.K.A dies, we just freeze everything and let him do that crazy damage that he does, and we get the tower, no problem. So as you can see right there, because the freeze drops so quickly, it like lets you get your damage on before the P.E.K.K.A drops. A way to reload, because not only is it fast, but it also shuts down the tower too. So normally, if I had used arrows to clean up the goblins, the tower still would have picked off the P.E.K.K.A before he did anything cool. Which is why I prefer this freeze so much, and it doesn't change the cost of the deck. That's the best part. It's the same cost as the Goblin Barrel, but just synergizes so much better, I feel like. And just doing some little trading between the Witch and the Wizard. We're just gonna wait for these two to focus the tower and then drop minions. That way they don't, because I don't want the Witch hitting the minions because she does pretty decent AoE. And we're just gonna go try a minion push here. Drop the freeze so that they don't get cleaned up. And they're just gonna do plenty of damage all on their own. Prince can't attack them, so they're fine. Drop the Barbarians to stop the Prince. And as you can see, things are going quite well. Luckily, he pushed his only two like air attackers in that push. So we cleaned them up with the minions and then immediately follow up with a minion push. He had the Witch and the Musketeer. Those are his units that can attack air. We clean them up with the minions, so minions have free reign. And now we can get a pretty decent push going and should be able to just take the main crown tower, no problem. It looks like he might have just stopped. I think he just kind of gave up. But oh well, that's fine for us. Probably would have got it either way. So yep, as you can see, it works very well. It has been working well for me so far. And we got one more match to watch here. This was my most recent one. Okay. Sorry, phone's kind of blowing up. All right, so yeah, I just recently made this change, and I just kind of was curious because I didn't feel like the Goblin Barrel was the best. Sometimes it could, in certain situations, it could do some really cool stuff. But overall, I felt it was a little bit lacking, so I was kind of trying to think of some different ideas. And freeze came to mind, and immediately sounded like a good idea. So I've done a few matches with it, and so far, I have not been disappointed. I'll probably be running this deck for a while, until until I find something that it just can't deal with. But so far, I'm really happy with it. So yeah, we're just gonna head and drop our minions to kind of clean that up. And that's the thing, we don't have to stop all the damage to the P.E.K.K.A. We get this here, then we just freeze it. Are you gonna freeze it? There you go, and then now we're fine. It's fine, we didn't have to use our arrows or anything. We just used the minions. Even though P.E.K.K.A did take a lot of hits from the swarm, we cleaned it up enough to give him a little bit of health, and that's all we need with freeze. You just need a little bit of health on the P.E.K.K.A. And as long as he gets there and you can freeze everything down, you're fine. Because he's not going to be taking damage from tower. And we get the well played. Yay! He recognizes it's a strong push. Yeah, so things slow down a little bit now that we got the tower. We don't need to be as aggressive. We can just kind of feel out what he has. I don't think I've seen the whole deck yet, so I'm not entirely sure everything he wants to play. So I have no problem just kind of sitting around and getting some elixir. Getting an elixir lead with my extractor. And so again, we wait till these both focus the tower and then we drop the minions, because otherwise that composition will just destroy minions instantly and it becomes a waste. So we do have to take a little bit of damage there, but it's worth it. Minions and P.E.K.K.A will destroy this giant skeleton, no problem. We're going to do a freeze, but he's also going to drop more barbarians, so it's not going to save us anyways. But he did have to commit 5 more elixir to that, and we're still at a very strong elixir lead. So we did the arrows to clean up the minions and do a little extra damage because the barbarians are kind of going to be taking too much damage. But again, once the wizard's focused on something, you just drop the minions and they're pretty much safe. Minions clean up the swarm just fine. Now we got to push our own going, but Dragon's going to clean that up, unfortunately, quite quickly. And so we drop the elixir, we cycle to the arrows, cleans that up just fine. And this, and it would have been nice if it ran a little bit longer so I could get a few more crowns, but it went fine. So yeah, it's just been wrecking so far. Hit okay there, and I really enjoy it. And yeah, so hope you guys try it and have some fun with it too. Let's since it's there, might as well open it. See what's in it. Alright, Hog Rider, yeah, some bomber, nice. I'm not running Hog Rider right now, but I still really like Hog Rider. Let's do some donations. Boom. Just be charitable. Anything else? No, I guess not. Okay. So, yep, that's the deck. I just wanted to show you that little modification I made that made a really huge difference. It's super fun. It seems really strong. I'm gonna keep messing with it. I'm in I am in no hurry to change it. I really like it. Hope you guys like it too. Hope you guys liked the video. I'll see you guys in the next one later. Bye.